Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
Episode 119 has garnered much negative attention as being one of the worst episodes of recent memory. And today I wanted to explain to you guys that there's a reason for this, and there's a reason that many people aren't thinking about, a hidden reason on why this episode seems so bad to the community. Now I want to start off by saying that for me personally, this is more of a meh episode. I really have no feelings toward it besides the fact that I did not like what happened to Piccolo, but I see the major problem when it came to this episode, and I want to call this the reverse Jiren effect. Now what do I mean? Well, the Jiren effect, or it probably has many other names, I'm just calling it this for this video. At the very start of the Tournament of Power, we get the intro. Right before anything took place, we got the intro to this new arc, and we get Goku facing off against this brand new character. His character is gray, he's large, he's got a red suit, mysterious, we don't know anything about him, but the community response was very positive, and a lot of people seem to like his design, including myself. I think he looks really cool. As the series progressed, we got little hints and nuggets of information that made us believe that they were going to fight each other sometime toward the end of the tournament, and that this fight was going to be extremely epic. We get Goku arriving to the Tournament of Power, confronting Jiren, and then having Jiren essentially pop up behind him, taking him by surprise, and then displaying some sort of power where he didn't need to dodge these tiles that were coming to form the arena in this tournament. Then if the hype wasn't high enough, we get the revelation that there is going to be confirmed a new transformation for Goku, and that it was going to happen during the Goku versus Jiren fight. So the hype train was on full steam ahead, and the show wrote a check that it was able to pay off once episode 109 and 110 hit, because not only did these two episodes break the internet, break down Crunchyroll, we really couldn't watch the episode till later on that night. It was one of the most positively reviewed fights that I've seen in any Dragon Ball medium, and I think that the hype coming from that is in large a part what made that fight so special. Now how does that correlate with episode 119? From very early on, we knew that Xenoverse 4 had something up its sleeve. We knew that they had fighters that we couldn't see, and it seemed like they were missing some, all the way up to scans revealing what seemed to be two bugs that a lot of the fandom wanted them to maybe kind of combine and fuse, and had all these wild fan theories that maybe it was some form of Cell-like character that we're going to be seeing, maybe like a new mini big bad towards the end of this tournament. And so Xenoverse 4 was kind of gaining its own hype as to the fact that it was going to have a character that we don't know who he is, and that it could be a new threat for Xenoverse 7. And the show really wasn't helping anything because of the fact that when the option came up where fusion was allowed and people could use the Potara earrings, Xenoverse 4 passed it up and basically said that they don't need it. Now seeing and knowing, they should have known the power of fusion, how powerful it can make these characters, and they could have definitely fused any of their characters that they had to make a more powerful warrior. And so when they gave up the right to use the Potara earrings, it was essentially telling the audience that we have something big planned for Xenoverse 4, and not to mention that Beerus and Quintilla, the God of Destruction for Xenoverse 4, seem to have this sort of back and forth, even in the manga, so it could have been something large. And then when it comes to episode 119, it all fell flat on its face, because we got not only the revelation that there is only one real bug character, but the other character is essentially a chameleon and was just invisible. And that character actually almost knocked out several of the main characters. It almost knocked out Vegeta, it almost knocked out Gohan, and then we have this bug character attacking Android 18, Android 17, Goku. So even this episode had these brand new characters fighting off the biggest and baddest of Universe 7, so it could have been something a lot cooler but then this chameleon creature basically gets one-shotted off the arena, and then this bug character also gets a humiliating knockout as well, leading us to the very end of the episode where Quintilla Universe 4 are erased. And when Quintilla starts freaking out, we're kind of left rolling our eyes because, okay, this is what you came to the Tournament of Power with. You couldn't have brought a much stronger fighter, or kind of like we expected more out of this huge hidden aspect of the show that we finally got now several months later. And that is the reason that a lot of the community was let down, because we had such high hopes for whatever character this was, and then we found out that it was basically just a lizard chameleon creature and a little bug that get knocked out fairly easily. Universe 4 is erased. And then also the episode has Piccolo getting knocked out in a humiliating fashion as well. I mean, he also got knocked out in the Universe 6 tournament in a humiliating fashion. So when it comes to Piccolo, I'm kind of torn. I want him to be awesome and epic like he was back in several moments in Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Super really doesn't know how to use him, it seems like, and it seems like they just throw him away and just make him a plot point for Gohan to try to become stronger. And those are essentially my thoughts for episode 119. Episode 120 preview, we get the fight with the robots, the mecha, and I'm kind of interested to see what's going on because I do like robots, and I like the fact that, spoiler alert, it seems like they're all going to combine into one giant creature. But if it's anything like this episode, it's going to be disappointing, although these robots haven't gotten as much hype as these Invisible Warriors have. And so I have to give episode 119 2 Dragon Balls out of 7. It was alright, but ultimately it just was disappointing. Anyway guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought of episode 119. Drop me a like if you did like episode 119, or if you just are excited for the next episode with the robots. Subscribe if you haven't already, and this is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.